Welcome, fans and players of the LRL, to the post Week 6 Power Rankings. We're going to jump right into it. Coming in at dead last, once again, we have the Hash Slinging Slashers. They are 0-6. They lost to Team ATM and lost to Big Meat. 39.5 points per game, which is last. 31.2% from 2, which is last. 26.0% from the field, which is last. I think all hope for this team is gone, playoffs gone, and maybe they'll be able to win a game. We'll have to see. Number 11, we have the 93-94 White Sox. They're 1-5. They're moving down. They lost to the Blazers and lost to Reggie Carts. Unfortunately, Nick Ham is out for the season with a stress fracture. I do not know who his permanent sub will be for the remainder of the season, so that's why I got them moving way down. They have 9 threes made per game, which leads the league. However, their opponent field goal percentage is 39.4, which is dead last in the league. So this team really plays minimal defense, hence why they're losing a ton of games. Number 10, we have the Blazers. They are 3-3 and they're moving down. They beat the White Sox and lost to Inexperience. They traded Angel/Sean for Justin, which was probably the biggest mistake that they could have done. A first round pick in Sean, so his sub is gone from the team now, and I realistically see this team. They're in a lot of trouble. They're going over for the rest of the season, and they're going to stay at the bottom of these rankings. Number 9, we have the Average Joes. They're 2-4, and they are moving down as well. They lost to Major Bag Alert and lost to Alphabet Hoop. 41.33 points per game, which is 11th. 26.33 rebounds per game, which is 11th. And they have 7 assists per game, which is tied for 3rd. This team, they had a lot going for them at the beginning of the season. The playoffs was really bright for them, but now that might not even be in the conversation with them anymore. They got to figure out what's going wrong and try and fix something. Number 8, we have the Jack Boys. They're 2-4 and they're moving up. They beat Alphabet Hoop and lost to Mufat. They have 3.67 blocks per game, which is 2nd in the league. 43.2 percentage from 2, which is 4th in the league. And Christian, 28.25 points and 18.75 rebounds per game. He's putting together himself an MVP-like season, but does he have it within him to be able to carry this team and finish the season strong and hopefully make a playoff spot? I don't know. We'll have to see. Number 7th, we have Alphabet Hoop. They are 2-4, but they're moving up. They lost to Jack Boys and beat the Average Joes, and they absolutely swined the Blazers. Total robbery. Traded Justin for Angel. This team just got a whole lot better, and I'm buying into Alphabet Hoop. I can see this team winning out their regular season and making the playoffs. So I'm bought in. I got them at number 7. Number 6, we have Big Meat. They are 3-3 and they have no movement. They lost to Inexperience and beat the Hash Slinging Slashers. 38.2 rebounds per game, which is 2nd. 30.3% from the field, which is 10th. And 31.9% opponent field goal percentage, which is 2. This team's just really boring. There's not really much that I can say about this team other than Lath sucks. He might be the worst player in the league. So, yeah, they're sitting at number 6. That's all I have to say about them. Number 5, we have the Reggie Carts Part 2. They're 4-2 and they're moving up. They beat Mufat and they beat the White Sox. They're 1-0 with Tyler, Dylan, and Kyle, their original drafted team. 32.9% opponent field goal percentage, which is 3rd. And Tyler has 28.5 points per game, who might be the leading candidate for MVP because he is just absolutely backpacking this team. So we'll see how far he's able to take them. Number 4, we have Inexperience once again at 5-1. They have no movement. They beat Big Meat. They had a Melby sub for Ben, which I don't know how those two players compare at all. And they beat the Blazers, and Tommy subbed for Michael. 35.7 3-point percentage, which leads the league. 39.5 field goal percentage, which is 2nd in the league. 8.5 threes made per game, which is 2nd in the league. 23.83 rebounds per game, which is last in the league. This team is a really fun team to watch. I can definitely see this team going pretty far in the playoffs. Got them at number 4. Number 3, we have Mufa. They're 5-1 and they have no movement. They lost to Reggie Karts, but that was the Melby sub, and they beat the Jack Boys. They have 5.83 steals per game, 45.9 2-point percentage, which leads the league, and 43.3 opponent points per game, which is third in the league. I think this is the villain team of the season, definitely, as David might be arguably the most hated player in the league, but he's one of my favorite players in the league. Uh, I can see this team doing some great things moving on throughout this rest of the season. Number 2, we have Major Bag Alert. They're 4-2 and they have no movement. They beat the Average Joes and they lost to Team ATM. 8.83 assists per game, which leads the league. They are plus 14.16 in net rebounds per game, which leads the league. And they are first in opponent points, rebounds, assists, and blocks per game. I mean, all around this team can do everything. Uh, Hence why I got them at number 2. I can see this team winning out the regular season, finishing at 8-2. Yeah, that's all I got to say about them. And number 1, once again, we have Team ATM. They are 5-1. They beat the Hash Slinging Slashers and they beat Major Bag Alert. 45.2% from 2, 33.1% from 3, both second in the league. 7.5 threes made per game, which is third. 33.0 opponent field goal percentage, which is fourth. And I mean, once again, this is the best team in the league all around. All 3 of their players, they can. This team's so solid, and if this team doesn't make the playoffs, then I think all 3 of the players should, or if they don't make the finals, I think all 3 of their players should retire from the LRL. Thank you for watching, and that wraps up the post week 6 power rankings.